button. My air conditioner overheated, I think, yesterday. Hello! Happy Wednesday! How art thou? Hello, and... What? What's broken? Something's broken. What do you... Oh, I know what that is. That's the AI bot of doom. Let's just hide that for the moment. Stop Stabby. Happy Wednesday. Dave, it's cracking. Happy Wednesday to you. Java, happy Wednesday to you. I hope it is a magnificent day to you. Absolutely none today. I've done some a little bit of tidying. I attempted to drain this bad boy. Nothing came out of it. It was dry as some sort of desert. It was dry as some sort of desert. I'm going to see if I can change this stupid... Okay, I've got multiple things to fix. As always, it would be too easy if everything was just going to work well. But no, not on this day. Let's... Hello. I need the right button. What is it? Is it this one? Oh, hello. With the powerful use of camera. Yes? Doesn't look right now. It looks like I've broken something. Can't figure out what it is. I'm sure there's something. My brain can't figure it out. Maybe is it something like this? Yeah, that would be it. Hello. Oh, Dave, have you done any painting? Tell me about the painting that you have done today. That would make me very happy. I would love to know what painting you've done. Get me inspired for a nice stream of painting. Hi, Farm. Hello, how you doing today? It does say we're on the affiliate thing. Anniversary. Unfortunately, I thought it was on the 4th. Apparently, it's the 3rd, and Twitch have gone and started it early. And now I can't change it. I was going to do it like next week or early the following week, the following Monday. I can't change it now, so we're stuck. I will do my own affiliate anniversary stream that time, and I will do the 35% off gift anniversary thingies. But yeah, Twitch have been... I don't know why they do it early. Weird. You're at work. What painting have you done? Tell me what painting you have done today. I would like to know. It would make me happy. So yesterday, I'm going to tell you this thing. All right, I'm going to tell you what happened yesterday. Got to change the AI scene. This was reading 30 Celsius in this room yet. But when stream finished, it was like 30.5 or something in this room. I went outside, and it was probably 17 or 18 Celsius. It was really, really cool. Turns out there was an issue. I hadn't noticed that this thing was throwing an error. Something to do with overheating. So I scrubbed the filter. I did drain it. I thought that maybe draining it might help. Nothing came out, so God knows. There's either, if the filter issue wasn't it, then it's either temperature sensor, which I don't know how to fix. Potentially, I suspect the air conditioning juice, the gas, needs refilling as well at some point. Either this year or next year. I'm going to hold out as long as possible, truth be told. Oh, that air is going up in one sleeve and out of the other. Doing well, Tide. You went on another 8 km walk today. It's a good walk, though. It was a bit over 30 C today, even with the clouds covering the sun, which just made it feel like a sauna. Yeah, this room was very saunerific yesterday. It was absolutely horrific. Not pleasant. I am going to see if I can fix the AI scene, because evidently the AI scene of Doom is all gone Pete Tong. Tell me what else you up to today? So, what What else are you up to today, folks? Elements? Okay, why is it jiggered? Edit? Give me the link, baby. Open control panel? Copy URL and... Swear to God. If I could copy the... Oh! Also, the place I walked down to the beach was filled with a lot of noise. Oh, dear. Noisy young people. Oh, gross. I'm very sorry to hear that. I'm very sorry to hear that. Hopefully, like, tomorrow will be a better day. Hopefully will be a better day tomorrow. Copy URL. What? OBS, where are you, sunshine? I wonder if it's maybe an entire problem with... Anyway, we are going to be painting the Dreadnought today. A little bit. Okay, well, I don't think this is really going to change anything, but just on the off chance, we're now going to go back to here. Hello? AI scene. Hey, it's working again. Let's just whiz through them all and reactivate it. There we go. It's all funky. Hey. So yeah, the Dreadnought is going to be worked on. We got the arms. We got not all of it's going to be painted red. It is a Chaplain Dreadnought after a while. This temperature has now gone up to 29.3 Celsius, 4 Celsius in the last few seconds. I don't want to say it's anything to do with being next to me, but it might be. I did see a couple of things I needed to quickly... Sorry. There we go. There we go. Chad, what's going on, dude? Yeah, unfortunately, we completely bolstered up the affiliate anniversaries. Apparently, I thought it was the 4th of July, but it was actually the 3rd. And Twitch being Twitch have gone and activated it early, unfortunately, because now I can't change the date. I was originally planning on pushing it back a week or so, because I get about 2 weeks either side wiggle room, and I was going to shift it back to either next week or like the following Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But I've dropped the ball, and now they've started it. I can't stop it, so we are unfortunately lumbered with it. I am going to do an affiliate anniversary stream, a proper one, like in the next few weeks. Yeah, it's rather unfortunate Twitch did that, but yay, Twitch. You're enjoying some adverts. Sweet, sweet adverts. You know what they say about adverts? The best way to defeat adverts. Use your Amazon Prime. Is everything remotely where it should be? Hey, just like that. Just like that. Chad, thank you so much for the resub. The 6 months. That's a half a year. That is a half a year of deliciousness. Thank you very much for the resub, dude. How is your Wednesday looking? This fan, I don't know if it's... I don't know if it's putting out cold air at the moment. It's just putting out air at the moment, which is a concern. Magic. And the ads are gone. It's crazy. It's crazy. I know. Well, I hashtag appreciate it that you're supporting me over other streamers. Do appreciate it. Thank you very much. I was going to try and do something and I got really sidetracked. I do have my second bamboo printer sort of up and running. Well, not running, but it's up at least. Hopefully this weekend I will be able to attempt to print things out. Kelbar, hello, how you doing? Happy Wednesday to you. What's cracking? Reno, thank you very much. Thank you. As I said, we did completely... We were going to push the affiliate anniversary stream back by a week or so, like either a week or a week and a half. I completely forgot that Twitch start the affiliate thing a day early for some reason. I really don't understand it. It's stupid. And now it's started, I can't stop it. So, yay. We will do a proper, like, I'll be ready for an affiliate stream anniversary in like a week when I'm mentally prepared. I'm thinking of narrowing in on my decision on what to do with those Horus Heresy books. Either classic white World Eaters or... Do it. Do it. Or, Chad, both. Do a bit of both. How about that? How'd you like that saucy idea? Then you can have 2 armies. And then everyone's a winner. You don't know how you feel about those Saturnite Terminators? Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I think when I first saw them, I wasn't entirely sure. They are growing on me. They already are massive, but they are growing on me. I don't think it's... what I do know is, so for at the moment, is... I can't see myself buying more than 1 box of those Terminators. Like, whereas when it comes to Tartarus Terminators or Cataphracti, bad boys, lots of those. I'm not so keen on the Saturnine. Which is I don't know, that's... we'll support. We'll sorry, I just read this. Read your sentence a bit earlier. My brain scrolled up somehow. Kelbar from Pile of Shame. No. We do. It's future. Well, it's future content or future hobby. We don't do piles of shame here. We don't do shaming. Just kink shaming. Building Space Hulk. Yes, I stumbled over some my Space Hulk Edition 3 or Edition 4 Terminator. I think it's Edition 4 that I have. I found my Terminators finally. So we do need to paint them. And the old Deathwing and Space Wolf to go with the rule expansion. Hell yeah. Even though the weather is better today, I'm still melted building your... Oh god. Is it a complicated build? Or is it just tedious? The Dread I like. They're just so unique. I don't... You like... Oh, you like the Dread? Well, the thing is, like... Space Wolves and World Eaters, they are a very, like, angry, close combat army. And those Dreadnoughts... And that... and those Terminators, they don't really seem close combat-y to me. They seem more like shooting from a distance, heavy artillery kind of deal. I actually recycled some old Blood Angels into one page. Oh yeah? How did that work out? Hey Xena! I am alive! I'm alive. We're not having the proper affiliate anniversary today. Twitch started it without asking me. I didn't change the date early enough, unfortunately. My bad. I hope you're well, Xena. Easy builders are heavy and humid. Well, Reno, make sure you drink enough. You know, stay hydrated and all that kind of good stuff. Would you like some pics? Put them into the Discord! Into stream chat, please. Because we are chatting. That's the only... When I'm streaming, I only have the stream chat open. I have to put my foot down on this. It's one of the benefits of being a subscriber. Access to the stream chat in Discord. You're just too hot there. Have you got an air conditioner? Have you got like some fans and stuff like that? What I need to do is get some like cold flannels and put it around my neck when I stream in future. I can't remember what was the edition. What was the change between 3rd and 4th edition Space Hulk? I can't quite remember. It was a minute. Was it the dead Blood Angel in a chair? Cheers, Chad. I'll look at that in just a moment. No, I've not seen the leaked price. Tell me about Kelbar. Tell me what you've seen, because I do have... No. I do have a price there. I had no idea what to put in. So I put in a price. A goal. To work on getting the box set. Aircon is open windows. You need to get some of your minions just to sit next to you and just waft you. Slowly, and not irritate. Oh, I'm going to judge, Chad. I will judge. That's what I do. It's a special move. It's just done as a commission with the lowest budget I could do for the person. Oh, hello. There we go. So, did you say these were Death Guard? Did you say Death Guard? Did I completely are these the Blood Angels? Sorry, I knew that. You know what? I think you've done a cracking job. Like, I don't know how much you charged, but you have done. I think you've. Hopefully, the person was very pleased, because I mean, like, I would be happy with these bad boys. 195. 195. I expected it to be more than I expected it to be more than, excuse me, the Horus Heresy box set, but I wasn't expecting it to be that much. Sweet, sweet buttery Jesus. Oh my god. Now I have a functional chair and the weather isn't trying to kill me. I can build Lego again. Reno? Hell yeah. You enjoy that chair. Sorry, chat. It didn't click. I've had a long day. I woke up early this morning and I had to speak to my neurologist, who is retiring. I'm very sad about that, because he was he's a very good neurologist. He's like top neurologist, and he's unfortunately retiring, which is really quite selfish. But yeah, no, I had to speak to him this morning, and he's upped my medication, and he said, look, if you have any more seizures after that, we're going to have to add in more medication from like a different blend. We'll give you some more stuff on top of what you're already having. So, Mr. Xena, you got your OnlyFan ear off. Hey. Not a twin fan? I don't know. I'm a big fan of twins. Mr. Xena. I need to hold on. I got completely sidetracked. Let me change that. Chad, you know what? Looking at these Space Marines, these Blood Angels, that does remind me of. I'm gonna have to see if I can find the picture before we get painting. I want to see if I can find the picture. Okay, I'm gonna put the price in. I'm gonna change the price. I'm gonna do it above 195. I'm afraid, just because I suspect they'll release other stuff at the same time. Like books and things. So just for the sake of completedness, we'll do that. Has it gone up? Yes. I said it was models, and it's 45 cheaper than the Horus Heresy box. Oh, the most recent commission was Death Guard. That was it. Lego Mario Kart. Lego. Do you get the green shells and red shells as well? You posted the image in public chat. No, Mr. Xena, it's all right. No need to apologize. No need to apologize. Wow. £195. Okay, I'm gonna lock back into the stream only chat on Discord. That is a pricey amount. My golly. Yeah, the new it's I will type it in. I'll type it into it's like that. I certainly hope so. I mean, he was like a really good neurologist. He still is a really good neurologist. And he was like leading professor in the field. So I was very lucky to have him. And no doubt, like it's at the like London Hospital of Neurology. So it's not going to be an idiot. Touch wood, taking over, because he like leads the thing of the section that I go to, so his replacement is going to be good. Whether or not he's funny, that is the big question. Here's a funny chap. Just a carton Mario, but I got the blue. Oh, you got the blue shell? Hell yeah, Reno. How big is this miniature? I mean, this go-kart, this Mario Kart. What was I going to look at? I was going to look at something briefly, and I've already forgotten. We do have to do. I'm going to attempt to do an article, like a proper reading, that I will extract and do as a YouTube video. I've got to try and focus on doing this better, and trying to ignore chat while I do it for the 5 minutes of recording that it takes me to do or whatever. It's going to be very stressful for me. I'm choosing to imagine Reno sitting in a chair and building the Mario Kart around his chair. Oh, do you get some track as well? Pick in Discord. Holy, wait, hold on. Jesus, that thing's ginormous. I was not expecting it to be that big. Q. That's what she said. Thank you, Gabba. I'm glad someone joined me on that one. Orcs in background for reference. Hell yeah, the Orky boys. You were too slow. It's all right. I think we all mentally went there. Keep looking at this. I'm waiting for it to fail. Gabba, how you doing today? Happy Wednesday. What's going on, dude? Might use a cart as a wagon if I ever play a game. You should. Yeah, you should. The big battle wagon. That'd be pretty sweet. Can I? Yes. All right, this is the bit when I go. We do a we can look at this. Hootie. No, I'm not going to say I'm unbannable. I'm sure there's a first time for everything. But in this day and age, like, you can apparently get 3, like, you have to really try to get properly banned. It's only like, oh, I get 2 days off. Usually over a weekend. That's what all the big boys and girls do. They plan it. They plan their bans so that they get banned on like a Friday. Oh no, I have to take the weekend off. I was going on holiday anyway to see some friends. Doesn't really matter. I'll be back on Monday. Not really banning, is it? Like, you've got to really try hard to get banned, like properly banned on Twitch. Bit pathetic, really. It's pronounced wagon. There you go. Enjoy that right into the microphone. I'm so sorry if you had headphones on. Imagine me now making your ears feel all better. It is really stupid, High Farm. It is really stupid. I honestly, like, I know it's because, like, all the big streamers, they would either get their acts together and stop doing all the stupid stuff that they get banned for, or they disappear and then Twitch would be losing money. And we know Twitch doesn't want to lose money. But anyway, I've been here on 7 years now, so now I'm tempted to paint Mario-themed orcs. Well, red ones do go faster. Well, you could do that. Like, the red ones would be the... Who are the red orcs? The blue... hold on, Luigi's green, isn't he? He wears blue, right? I get confused with the colour schemes now. The sneaky ones. 6 years, 8 months, 4 days, 3 hours. You're a legend. You're a legend. Let's go. Wagga, wagga, wagga. Holy moly. 4 years, 8 months, 25 days, and 22 hours. You are such a child. All right. I hashtag appreciate the clips. Thank you. I follow a streamer who did it on purpose by watching some anime. Of course, it's a bit innocent compared to others, but still a rule break on purpose. Well, the first problem was watching anime. I mean, that should be a bannable offense. Just in general. Ooh. Just in general. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems... I don't know. I'm just also frustrated that it all seems slightly kind of like some people get larger bans for basically the same stuff compared to other people. Captain Winters. Oi oi, how you doing? Happy Wednesday to you. What's going on? Are we on the right page? Yeah. Oh god, what's wrong? Oh god. Okay, let me fix this camera. I'm so sorry. Wait. This one? No, wait. The new improved camera, hello. There we go. You can have a bit of chin. There we go. Hashtag blessed. Right. Lock those bad boys. Let's have a look at this article. I wanted to click on it and read it, because I haven't read it yet. You get the first time reaction. You get a first time reaction of some stuff about rules, which for a game I don't play. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt that whatever is causing your neuro problems is affecting your judgment on anime. It's epilepsy. I've had it since 1994, I believe. I was playing, funnily enough, Reno, I was playing Super Mario Kart when I had my very first seizure. It was baking hot in the room, and I'd been playing Mario Kart all day with my brothers. Rainbow Road, curse that level. That's the last level I remember playing, so I'm blaming Rainbow Road forever now. I should probably, sue Nintendo, even though they had, I think, epilepsy warnings at the beginning of the game. I should still say, listen, you make your games too addictive, or you used to at least. You made your games too tempting. I had no control. Now I must blame you and extract financial stuff from you. Thank you. You think I'm going to spell that in this heat? I was skirting big words. It's all right. No, I've only watched sort of three. I've watched like the three good animes. Kira, Ghost in the Shell, Ninja Scroll. Then I thought, you know what? It's not going to get any better than this, and then I stopped. I just don't get it. It's not for me. So we got the Future of the Horus Heresy, digital downloads, wiggly eyebrows, expansions, and new miniatures. Them fighting words? Damn right. I'm sorry, Reno. Listen, I'm not going to judge people for liking anime. Obviously, that would be ridiculous. I just can't get into it. It's just not for me. However, so we got the mission clock is ticking, and the drop pods are locked in. Well, they're not really locked in. The drop pod things are open. They're not locked at all. The new edition of Warhammer the Horus Heresy Age of Darkness is nearly here. We're already seeing the contents of Saturnine, the massive box set containing 50 all new miniatures, but that's not all that's coming in the new edition. At launch, most armies will be supported by new Liber books. Lurk away, Reno. Enjoy the chair and get those minis made. These 5 tomes detail the forces of Loyalist and Traitor, so I'll be getting those. The Mechanicum, Solar Auxilia, and the Mighty Walkers of the Titan Legions. Maybe I'll need that as well. Okay. So those are the 5 books. What are they going to be? 50 quid each? 50 quid each, right? Iron Warriors. Iron Warriors, these boys. You got the Charonite Ogrin there. I think it's a Charonite is the word. Could be wrong. There. Iron Warriors. Did you mean these ones? Those are Iron Warriors. Those are Salamanders there. Hey Solo, how you doing today? Just to say we are... Did I do the... I did the thing into Discord. But we are doing the... If we do a proper affiliate anniversary stream, it's going to be next week or the beginning of the following week. Twitch got me... Well, they started it early and then I couldn't change the date. Which is really irritating. I hate that they do it in this way. Get that food, Xena. No, it's alright. Chad, it's alright. I'm not going to get offended by people typing that word. I know a lot of people get offended by everything these days. I'm not one of them. So, scroll down. Expansive, or expensive as they are, the forces that fought in the Age of Darkness were much more varied. So there will be more army lists provided as free PDFs soon after launch to cover smaller factions such as the Demons of the Ruin Storm, the Imperialist Militia, and the Black Shields. Well, that'd be nice. The Talons of the Emperor. Perhaps the most notable absence from the launch lineup are the Talons of the Emperor. Fans of these Auramite-clad champions of humanity need not worry, as there will be a free digital PDF rules pack provided at launch, allowing you to play with your Legio Custodes and Sisters of Silence forces until a full Liber arrives. It will be a few months yet, but remember, remember, you have already seen the tip of the spear. Oh, I like what they did there. We got Ironhead Dubry Firkins, Chad. You get squats in Necromunda, but otherwise you've got the Leagues of Votan. Big headache. I'm sorry to hear that, Solo. Make sure you hydrate yourself. So you got Legacies of the Age of Darkness. All right, let's go, ladies and jelly spoons. The Liber books deal with units which are part of the current Horus Heresy miniature range, but there have been many units with rules in past editions which never had miniatures, or which have left the range. You may absolutely still use these rules and miniatures in your games using the Legacies of the Age of Darkness PDF. Units will clearly be marked as core or legacy, but there are no restrictions on using them, either in casual play or at tournaments. Tournament organizers may choose to exclude certain units from their events, but because this game system leans more towards the narrative side of things, the current plan is that all Warhammer Run events will allow legacy units. That is a good thing, in my humble opinion. Not that I will be going to events, so frankly, it doesn't affect me. But I know people who've already spent money on miniatures. That is going to be a very good thing. No squats for Horus Heresy. No, I don't think they ever were. They a thing? I can't remember about that, Chad. By the way, yell when I finish reading this article. Please yell out "Blood Angels" at me. The ones I want to show you, which yours sort of vaguely remind me of. So we've got digital downloads. The first 5 months of the new edition will bring considerable digital support, covering forces across the Age of Darkness, from the vengeful strike forces of Shattered Legions to the malign incursions of the Demons of the Ruinstorm. There will also be rules for Zone Mortalis battles, bringing this compact play experience bang up to date. Alright, so July. So obviously, that date which we've seen in the release thing must be accurate. End of July. Because this is getting released at the same time. Militia, Imperialis Army List in August. September is the Naughty Demons and the Inductee rules. October, Black Shields, Shattered Legions Army List, and then Zone Mortalis in November. Who knows, Chad? Who knows? I certainly don't. No. Did you mean that this is not a squat? I believe that's a Charonite Ogryn. That's what I believe. No. It's a weird shape. I'm not entirely sure if I like them or not, but we got the Journal Tactica. On top of all this, there will be a steady stream of printed expansions in the form of Journal Tactica series. These 48-page, softback expansions each focus on a specific aspect of the Horus Heresy, from key battles to major factions and new ways to play. The first of these lands alongside the Saturnine box set and focuses on the events of the Drop Site Massacre, as well as new lore and missions. Many books will also bring a small number of new units to add to your games. This is gonna... Well, one has to get this, surely. We've got new miniatures. Let's go, ladies. Horus Heresy fans can look forward to a substantial schedule of releases, accelerating the move from resin to flexible new plastic kits and adding new units. We already know that some of these will be from the drop site preview. Brutal Mark II Assault Marines, the much anticipated Breachers, finally, and the huge Fellblade Super Heavy Tank. So Breacher boys, Assault boys, big tank of plastic doom. So that is... We must get to one of these. Must. Of course, with all this great content to come, it means that our Horus Heresy articles here on Warhammer Community will undergo a few changes. The much-loved Horus Heresy Thursday series will come to an end. What? As while there are loads of exciting new plastic kits to come, the new release schedule won't accommodate reveals every week. But that doesn't mean we won't be supporting the game here on Warhammer Community. We still have mountains of content, including extra lore, in-depth interviews with the studio, tactical guides, and painting showcases. And when there are miniature reveals, this is where you'll find them. Make sure to stay up to date on all the Horus Heresy news as it drops by signing up to the Warhammer newsletter. All right. That is the article. Lots of new plastic kits coming up. Do we have any ideas what they may be? I'm gonna give you not that. I'm gonna give you this. I do apologize. I'm gonna just. I've got to Google something very quickly because I want to show Chad some Blood Angels. That I always, whenever I see them, I like them a lot. And yours, like, although the color is different, ouch, it did remind me of them a little bit. After I remembered they were Blood Angels. Let me see if I can find the picture. They were Blood Angels. In some campaign armor. Interesting choice of word, flexible. But here we go. Hold on. I would really just like it if I could find all of this person's. Ah, that's the person. Let me see if I can find them on Instagram quickly, because I absolutely like. I really like this person's Blood Angels. So we're talking about these ones right here. I know you painted yours sort of bone ivory kind of colors, but I really like I really like these Bantax Assault. Like, I like the idea of maybe having some, maybe going, like, for my Space Wolves, maybe going a different color completely. Yeah, no, I really like this person, Michael Kirkbride's painting. He's got Space Wolves right here. He's got some Space Wolves. It's the Raptors Task Force. See, he goes with, like, he's gone with the Badab War. Colors, some of the color scheme from there. I think we're definitely going to have to, like, probably just buy a box of miniatures, like a squad here and there, and do some random campaign sort of camouflage or color schemes and stuff like that, because otherwise we're never going to get to do it, and that would be a tremendous shame. Look how cool that is. Yeah, I will, Chad. Hey, what's up, Zany? How's it going today? Happy Wednesday. What's going on? I'll plonk it into Discord. A million Sikaran tank variants. We need the Sikaran Omega. Is that the one with the the plasma things? And then the Arcus one, like with the missile launchers. You're loving your printer so much. Are you okay, chat? Sorry, Zany. Are you being sarcastic at the moment? Because I know in the past I've said comments like that, and I've been absolutely sarcastic and just like tearing my hair out, going, I don't know what the hell's wrong with this printer. I know you do love it. Hell yeah. How have you found the printing? Like, I know we've had a bit of a chat on Discord. Hey, using the medium supports has helped. Hell yeah. That's what I don't like. There are some times when I'm printing. I've had to, like, on the larger things, like you flat out have to use like the big bad boy supports. I hate using it because it means like a bit of frankly it means more work tidying up. But sometimes you just have to do these things, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the ideal situation is nothing but light supports. That would be the great situation, but unfortunately, there are situations when like there is too much suction involved and rarity. But you need those medium supports and stuff. I just remember no shortcuts, otherwise they lead to expensive repairs. This is true. Sometimes, yeah, you just like I know for a fact, sometimes I print something out, it fails, and I go, you know what, I don't actually have time to print this out 5 different times. I'm just gonna almost over support it. But as long as it prints, that's the main thing for me. Now I wanted to quickly finish this, really. Wants to screw it. I'm just gonna put Star Wars in there as well. I think we are gonna do a stream where probably a YouTube video, truth be told, where we attempt to fix up the Rancor. Get rid of the key. All right. Oh, what shortcuts there are, so I may avoid them, of course. Paying someone else to do it. I mean, that is a shortcut. So for example, like in the past, this failed. Because like I can't remember the angle that I was printing it at. But like depending on the angle, like if it can increase the suction like across the layers. If it's flat, then you can imagine, although we're zoomed in, I do apologize, that there is a larger cross section. That would mean more supports are needed. But like if you just do it like this, because obviously that angle, you can see the angle of those lines. This was a failed print. Very irritating. However, it is now becoming scenery at some point, so there we go. I've been doing several heavy supports at the base. Yes, that's what I was trying to say in Discord. Like doing some chunkier supports right at the beginning, and then sort of basically seeing where like the larger cross section is as I go up, because like you don't need to do heavy supports all the way up, but having a good foundation definitely helps. Mort, thank you very much. Thank you very much. We are going to do a proper stream thing at some other point. Twitch got me out of what's it? There's a phrase I want to say. I wasn't ready for it. They started the stream anniversary early, and I was planning on actually I was planning on actually pushing it back a week or so. Curse them. We need to, it looks like we need to maybe change the focus a smidgen. I'm gonna balance that there. Batman's Kitchen, hello. I had a doctor's appointment this morning. I do understand. One needs to do the doctoring. Not completely cleaning and replacing the resin after effect. Yeah, you absolutely must do that. Because it'll just push any chunks of resin into the glass, into the FEP, which will create a weakness, and then if the bit of resin is big enough, it'll push it through at the FEP and into the glass. Jacob, I want to. Jacob, is that right? Have I butchered your name? I do apologize. Hello, happy Wednesday to you. What's going on? Am I supposed to drain? I do drain and refill the resin a lot. Basically every time, Zany. In the good old days, I used to leave it in the vat, and then just at the beginning of every print, I would take the silicone spatula and just give it a, basically reinvigorate it, remix it. But the stuff that I use these days is a lot more pigmented, so I just pour it out. It doesn't take too long. And then I can just like shake it like a Polaroid picture, and then re-pour it into the vat before I print. So after a failed print, what I do now, first screen clean. Yes, that does the full tank, and leave a sheet of cured resin. Then I peel that off and drain through a metal sieve. Yeah. I use those little paint filters. I would not recommend cleaning the vat, the film with alcohol. I used to do that. That was a mistake. I do love when Badger's brain has a little short circuit and he reads something. It doesn't. Yeah, it happens a lot. I don't blame the epilepsy, but I also blame it at the same time. Most people struggle with the name, but Jacob's fine. You say Jacob's fine. That means I've butchered your name. I'm really sorry. I didn't do it on purpose. But happy Wednesday to you. I hope you're having a great day. We are painting this once I've finished running my mouth. I've got the air conditioner working for some reason, finally, so I'm very happy. I'm not sweating. Yesterday, this room was 30 Celsius. It's now 26. What a time to be alive. So, Incubi Darkness, where are you, sunshine? It's alright, Zany. So, Incubi Darkness. I'm not airbrushing this on. Not doing any of that sort of nonsense. We've got a lot of cleanup to do on this. We got so much to do, in fact. So, oh, hello. We got a lot to do. I keep forgetting how much. I'm going to turn that off, in fact, for the moment until I start melting again. Always clean your build plate between prints. Do people not clean the build plate? I always do that. Like, as soon as I've scraped everything off, instantly clean. Priming Stormcast today. And hopefully painting them. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I did like them with the skulls on, by the way. You're off to a friend's house to play some 40k? Alright, crush them. I mean... obviously, you know, play fairly. but also crush them. Take no survivors, whatever the phrase is. Apparently not Badger. I saw a big Reddit post on... Really? Like, I've probably not done correct things all the time when printing. But that is one of the things I've always done. Like, I've always cleaned the plate. It seems like the right thing to do. Going to do Legion of the Damned? Hell yeah, because I want to keep the heads of potential for a potential project of the Stormcast. Yeah, absolutely. Legion of the Damned. I remember that. I'm still trying to remember exactly which White Dwarf it was. I do remember it. By the way, folks, so you know that March of Ages thing that I've been doing on the Horus Heresy Discord. The thing I was painting all those World Eaters. For like 6 months, we did a regular unit, a like specialized unit for the Legion, a walker character, the type thing. So regular unit, specialized unit, leader, Dreadnought, or a sort of similar kind of thing. A vehicle and a heavy vehicle. I did 5 of those. I didn't quite get to do Kratos, unfortunately. That is chilling over there. So I did 5 of them at least, and I won. So that was I was not expecting to win, but it was a lot of fun to actually do the painting over that 6 months. And I hope that they do it again, and maybe on my own Discord we attempt to do something similar at some point, maybe with the new Horus Heresy. Steal it yourself? Yes, yoink all the ideas. Trying to do a chunky-ish highlight. Not my strong point, painting black. All right, Fat Man's Kitchen. I would strongly endorse a badger painting competition. Yes, not painting badgers. Hmm. What else are we up to today, folks? I'm not really sure this is really the right move, but I'm not doing any airbrush highlighting or anything like that. It's not how these boys are going to look. Glorious painting competition. There we go. That's what it is. Chad, what are you up to today? Well, that's a bit of a that's a bit too chunky. All right. Got the old crotchal area to do. That we don't. I'm having a proper Karen moment. I've emailed. Oh, their loot crate? I've never done their loot crate. What's the deal going on with that? Is that just like a bunch of random miniatures from different creators in a month? It clearly shows a Station Forge Orc in the ad. You didn't get this STL for the Orc? Ah. Rat. I've not done any of the those loot crate things yet. Oh, what's... I love to see a good rack, and this is a high quality rack. Yeah, this is pretty snazzy, actually, by all accounts. I might have to favorite this one. Or like it. Add to collection. There you go. It looked like a good deal, but plus you're super tempted over the Station Forge shine. I don't even know where the loot box is on this. I see they've got the merchant thing here. Premium merchant map. How do I... There are 10 in America. There are 4 in the UK. England. 4 in England. 2 in Colchester. 1 in Colchester. 1 in Stoke by Nayland. I mean, I just don't know. Doncaster and Harrogate. Click the logo top left. Do I want to become a premium nurture? I have not. I don't know how much this is really that. I get 10% off on all store digital products, but the thing is, like, I already get a discount because I'm like buying the merchant license from the person to begin with, and it's usually like 30% up to 50%, depending on who it is. I mean, the only thing I would get out of it is the profile. the getting a sticker, a pin on the merchant's map. I get discounts on paintbrushes, resin, filaments. Maybe that, I mean, discounts on those sorts of things is probably good. Well, resin and filaments certainly. No library management fee on purchases. Okay, and I get a badge. The thing is, if I go and have, are we even on the right page? We are. If I go to my library, so I'll show you what I have merchant licenses for already. So, for example, I have Highland Miniatures. I've got 175 items for them. So it'd be good for that, I suppose. Where are we? Not Great-Eyed Studio, although Kraken Studios, not yet, but maybe in the future. Parasite Collectibles. Yes, have merchant tier for that. Are we? Rescale Miniatures, I stopped going with them. Ritual Design, got all them. Got a merchant tier for them. And basically, I can't remember the name of the company. Like Terrablocks, I've got a merchant tier for all of this. And more scenery. Where I can't even remember the name of the other scenery. Stormcrow scenery. These things. And what was the other one? There was another. Tired World Studio. Tired World Studio. All of this. Just don't know. We have to do a little bit more looking. So anyway, sorry. Top left. You get a pin on the map. It does seem a little bit like a bit of a, yeah. Sorry, where is this loot thing? You said top left. I missed I get a different MMF load screen to you. Oh, okay. Huh. Wonder why do I not? Frontiers. Robots. Why do I not get any loot box things? That's weird. Premium merchant. Ooh! That big chunky bit of armor. Ruined Empire City. Hello. I mean, I have the merchant tier for this as well, the Roman Centurion, and a couple of other Roman thingies, a thingy and another thingy. They've updated the webpage. If I type in loot, that's not gonna find it at all, is it? STL Loot Factory. It's not any of these. Those are not any of those, is it? That's weird. I can't remember ever seeing this loot thing. That is a nuisance. So hopefully you get that remedied. Do you remember what it was advertised under as? Because I do keep seeing like Loot Studios and things like that, but not. Yeah, I see Loot Studios. Do you mean My Mini Factory Plus? Is that what we're talking about? SGL Loot Box. Sorry. $10 a month or whatever it is. Loot box including 20 pre. Okay, is this what you're looking at? Sorry. I didn't realize they kind of did this. So you signed up for it. So you basically you get the discount and the 10% off and the no library management fees. So you get all of the stuff that the premium merchant gets. So the merchant really gets the merchant profile and getting a pin on the map and premium merchant badge. And that's it for an extra 15 quid. 15 things. Does not see it. Just July loot box. This July only Station Forge 50% off. So I've basically directly followed Station Forge. Like I've signed up to their tribe. It's been something which I've been umming and ahhing about for a while. I frankly wish I'd done it earlier because I really do like them. Find them. They're called Station. I really do like their minis, and that is a month, which is. I just wish I'd done it earlier. I just wish I'd done it earlier rather than left it so long, because then I would have more of their things. For example, I have. Yeah. And 4 makers bundles of minis. Problem is, like, I suppose it's nice to try out new companies and. Sorry, this chair is really squeaky. I suppose it's nice to try out new creators and all that. Freakiest chair in the world. I'm really sorry. They must have been slow uploading to libraries. You've got the org guy? Okay. Which one was it? Was it the one with the big pair of choppers? This one? He's an assassin. Oh, he's like... What's his features? Very cool. Let us... Wait for that to dry. The more Station Forge produce, the more I want to go in on them. I think you should. Just bite the bullet. I know it is like... I know it is a lot of money. But they do have good stuff. So... I am slightly like I'm not obviously not. They're obviously not paying me to say that, but I do really like their the majority of their things they do every month, which is why I'm happy to support some of these companies. Some of them I've dropped over the years. Some of them I've had to drop just because like supporting too many at the time is just unfeasible. Yeah. Say it. I will never take my buying it. Dare you? How dare you? Right. I'm just gonna cry over here, and try not to take it too personally. Be okay. Be okay one day. Maybe not today, but maybe someday in the future. I just dropped this lid. Do it is not the answer my wallet wants to hear every time. I just spilt paint on myself. The noob. Yeah, but it's what you want to hear. I'm not talking to your wallet. If I was talking to your wallet, I would say, listen, put your sensible hat on, don't do it. I'm never ever talking to the wallet. That would be the first mistake, assuming that the wallet has been spoken. I do not speak to the wallet. We're going to fix up a few little bits and pieces that need fixing up with the back paint. Is anyone watching the tennis? Hey Badger, I'm thinking of buying a Porsche. Badger's replay 1, not 2. Well, listen, you do want to think about when it goes into the garage. You wouldn't want to be seen driving around in a Ford or a Lada. You just want to be able to go. Okay, don't worry. All right, champ. I've got my backup Porsche. I'll drive around in this while you fix up my GTR3, GT3 or whatever. I can't remember off the top of my head. The one I like. I should be claiming this free creature cast trial. Yeah, whenever I see a free thing, I always claim the free thing because frankly, it's best to have something and and not regret it later. So I usually yoink these things as soon as I see them, which reminds me I must yoink all the things. The red. I don't even know where all my mini I've got to redeem all these files. Redeemed something. What have I just redeemed? The Bestiarum Games things. I do like their stuff. An awful lot. Hero pack. We got here. I've been supporting Bestiarum. I don't know how long they've been running for as a company, but I have been supporting them since, well, a long time at least. Hey Vive, how's it going? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you. Yeah, they started the anniversary stream like a day early. Twitch did. Like my anniversary is apparently tomorrow. And I was originally planning on doing something like next week or maybe like the following Monday. Because I'm allowed to push the anniversary date like back or forwards 2 weeks. So I was going to push it back. As a result, nothing is ready. And once they start it, you can't stop it, which is rather unfortunate. So we are going to have to do something about it later, TM. So, happy Wednesday to you. I hope you're well and are having a lovely day. Their welcome pack is bonkers good. Station Forge. Yes. That's why you do it. It usually shows on stream 24 hours before and after. I didn't realize that though. Yeah, combined with like me not completely realizing that they started it a day early. It's been a bit of a disaster. But yay! Hey! Hello there. Happy Wednesday and all that good stuff. The Beast one, of Bestiara miniatures. Yeah. They do have some really awesome things. Like, I don't know. I wonder how many of their things. How long have I been? So if you stream 3 days in a row, you can get the pop-up on all of them. So what you're saying is I should stream. This is why I was wanting to push the date back. For like, ideally not this Monday, but the following one. So that I could do 3 days in a row. I don't stream tomorrow and I don't stream Friday. I had other stuff planned. I do in future though. I have been thinking maybe on Fridays I just do a stream which is basically no face. It's just this, and I just paint and have no microphone, and I just type if anything. Just type into chat, and it would be a Twitch only stream, and I could go, "Hello Twitch," or actually I'd type, "Hello Twitch." Gabba. I started on the Sentinel's base last night. Got a small slime pool with some reeds in it, and a small stream coming off it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I like it. Are you going to have any, in the slime pool, have you got any bubbles or any desiccated? That would be the wrong word. Any dead things in it? Think you have to do that a week to a month in advance? Oh my god. Okay. So this time, the problem is, right? Problem is, I didn't really want to do it tomorrow. It's like the whole, 4th of July thing. I was thinking, okay, well, maybe Saturday, we could do it on Saturday. Then I thought, okay, well, if you do it on Saturday, well, maybe the following week. The following Monday, or the 7th or the 14th of July, we could do it. I guess next year, if I'm still streaming, we will get things more organized. All right, so okay. So we are going to be oil washing this anyway. I'm not too concerned, and we'll be varnishing it and oil washing this bad boy. So I'm not too worried if things look sort of patchy. Like if I'm not got 100% kind of coverage. We will be matte varnishing later anyway, so it'll all get pulled together. Your first ever stream was on the 4th of July. I can't remember when my first stream was, like something of June. Something. June the something. I can't even remember I can't really remember my first stream either. How was your first stream, Vive? Was it fun? I think I had no idea what I was doing, so not much has really changed. The only thing I did change was the fact that I now have a decent microphone and a camera chip. Sounds like Twitch did you a favor by making the choice for you. Yeah. Well, I was planning on a few things, and sort of actually talking about it in advance. I don't want to say hype it up, but I don't want to go that far. But I was going to potentially hype it up a little bit. Commander Shepherd, hello. How you doing today, dude? Thank you so much for the... Was that 49 months? Red. Thank you. 46 months. Thank you so much, dude. How you doing? Happy Wednesday to you. What's going on? Let me tickle this button. Oh, you got an auxiliary one. You got an auxiliary bit of a tickle there. Do apologize. Belated birthday. Well, thank you very much, Commander Chaplain. I do appreciate that as well. Yes, I got old this time last week. No, that doesn't sound right. No, that's exactly right. This time last week, I turned 45. 45 years old. When I spoke to my neurologist this morning. I did say I wasn't entirely sure what's going on. Like, I know like some epilepsy medications and things can cause memory issues. And he did agree with me. And then he also said, I mean, it could be medication, but also you are getting old. And I thought, what? You cheeky rascal. That's why he's really retiring. He was wary after saying such comments. Pension coming. Well, exactly. Exactly, dude. Definitely a concern. Commander Shepard, what's how have you been? What games are you playing these days? Stay there for the moment. Where's the other bit? Oh, we need to get these on the stick things. We got the other things on the stick at the moment, so we'll just have to suffer, as per always. Mainly armor again. Can't help yourself, can you? Can't help it. Then some other games on and off. Fair enough. I don't blame you. Wait for this to dry. Smidgen. Sometimes I wish that game still existed, but it was very pretty, and I would have liked to have finished leveling up there. Hold on, I missed that situation right now. Wet palette's also drying out, so it gives me a perfect opportunity. Your first, hold on. You got 70 views. Did character creation in an unreleased game? What do you remember what it was called? I do. We looked at this. I keep looking at it. I keep looking at this bloody game, and I keep forgetting what it was called. Every single time this thought comes into my brain. Save it. Woo! Put this over there. Wait. What was that about Star Citizen? You're gonna go cook a burger? Oh, dude. Chad, hold on. Why not cook two? Cook 2 burgers. Treat yourself. Oh, Swords of Legend. You just cooked a burger? Oh, you burger maniacs. All of you. Absolute savages. I'm envious. You were going to cook 2 burgers? You said 1 burger. You said 1. I'm glad I convinced you into having 2 burgers, though. Sounds like a solid plan. It was banging. Tell me about this banging burger. Gabba. Sword of Legends game. It was an online game. What caused Swords of Legends Online to shut down? No updates and horrible translation, apparently. Localization was an issue. Huh. Question is fried egg on top of cottage. Just bang it all in there, Chad. Don't be a chicken. Don't be a chicken. Bang it all in there. Bacon, egg, cheese and chili sauce, some crispy onion. Problem sorted. How about that? How about that for some why do I ask for advice when I'm talking to Slanesh? I don't even know what to say about that. Not sure if that is good or a bad thing. You just get it all though. I'm trying to find this bloody game. I don't know if I'm going to space. It's a bad thing. Why is it a bad thing? Why on earth is it a bad thing? Why Shattered Horizon? Shattered Horizon. Okay, we're going to turn into a YouTube. You've just been told it's a bad thing. It's not actually a bad thing. It's a delicious thing. Delicious things are there to be consumed. Like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Right, Shattered Horizon. Let's shatter. Now I'm going to look at some footage of it. Realize that it's not as amazing as I once thought. "15 years ago. I imagine I'm literally talking to Cultus Slanesh and he doesn't even realize. What? Listen. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. It's going to work. This was so cool back then. Oh. Space FPS. Pew. Get wrecked, nerd. Solo, I'm going to do exactly that. Find out the button. Is that the right button? Hey, I did it! I don't know how long we do this. Is this for like 2 minutes? You can say yes or no. I think there might even be like a yes or no emote. I'll do the timer on my old Clock of Doom. If I can find it, where is it? I need to do a timer. All right, let's bang that out. Of sweet, sweet emote action. Thank you very much for redeeming that. Use all your emotes. Spam those bad boys. Anyway, sorry, I do apologize, folks. This was like a really cool game back in the back when it was released. I did play it, but it's a weird situation. It must have been a demo I played or something like that, because I don't have it in my Steam library. I don't think Shattered Dewberry Firkins is in there at all. Shattered Horizons. Yes, all the emotes. Shattered. Oh, Shattered with a double D. Shattered Horizons. Yeah, that's not even in old Steam-a-rooney these days. Did it get completely nuked from Steam? Was it? I'm Googling it. Hold on. We're going to Google a little bit more, and then we're going to get back to the painting. We've got to paint some red today, though. We've got 8 seconds left of emote action. Let me... 3, 2, 1. Whee! Hopefully that works. Use your words. If you can. If you can't... tough. I can't see anything about it anyway. I can't Google these games all salubrious. That was one of my brother's favorite words for quite a while. He was very keen on using that. It is a good word. All right, Sonny Jim. Where's the blue tack? Where's the blue tack? Blue tack off this Land Raider. Folks, seeing as I'm not streaming tomorrow, which is my stream anniversary, what are you doing tomorrow? Tell me the thingamajigs. You like a good saunter? Oh yeah, where do you like a good saunter to? That's the real question. Den of depravity, no doubt. Have you tried? No, Gabba. What do you take me for? I've not tried that, no. Have you, maybe, I mean, I've got a lot of things to do this weekend. I've got a lot of things to do this weekend. However, I think this is going to be back. Red. I don't want to do too much red on this bad boy. Did I read that correctly, Chad? Well, yes. Well, as everyone, well, as you should do. That is only right. Such happen. I'm not doing anything this weekend. I was super busy Saturday and Sunday last week, so this weekend I'm painting and gaming. Nerd! Nerd alert! Damn right, dude. Hell yeah, brother! I will be also. I was at my grandmother's, as you know, last weekend. I will be stuck to the computer screen as much as possible. I got to get my website up and running again. So that's going to be the main thrust of the weekend. Unfortunately, no other sort of wiggly eyebrows in that direction, unfortunately. But I got to get the 2 printers over there. I've got to spin those up. That's what I have to do. Flat out. I got to get those 2 printers working this weekend. That's the main. That's okay. Website. Bloody website. Get those 2 printers printing. Yeah. I had a blast, but when level 5 shows up with 2 25s, you know you're going to die a lot. Sometimes I can take 20 minutes to find a game, and I've had it drop people mid-game. Sometimes you just got to get good. Bearing in mind, I've got no idea really what you're talking about. So, yeah, you just got to get good, you know. Whether, regardless of what level you are, you've got to crush your opponent. With the powers of, I don't know, wiggling your eyebrows, confusing them, and then making the most of that confusion. How's that new siege mode been going down generally? Have people been all about it? There been any more DLC for? Oh my god! Oh, I already have all the DLC. I think. Ultramarines, Space Wolves, McCraggy's, Dewberry Firkins, Salamanders, Raven Guards, Cosmetics. Right, Imperial Fists, Blood Angels. There are the Imperial Fists, thank God. Why do I have all of this stuff? Did I go mad and buy something ridiculous? I think I bought the ridiculous. Only played it. And had no time to play it. Fantastic. Listen, I can process many things. It's just the lack of time in general. Having wasted 2 months putting everything onto Etsy, and then Etsy to turn around and basically say what you're selling is now no longer allowed. So frustrating. Literally wasted 2 months. I'm really irritated. Very irritated. Massive amounts of irritation. Okay, so what we're going to do is black, red. This singular bit here is going to be red, and then the bit is going to be black. Here. Okay. That is going to be, we're going to do that red. Let's have a look at these. So I've already said we're going to do this gun, like this entire shoulder panel, that's going to be black. This gun casing is going to be red. is going to be slightly frustrating because that is going to be plasma. I suppose we could do white plasma somehow. I don't really know if that would work. But like the plasma against the red is definitely going to be an issue. I mean, I think the plasma I've got my Ultramarines sporting is green plasma. I have to turn the air wafter on in a sec. Back to it right now. Oh. I can't remember what I said the middle bit of these were going to be. They're not going to be black or red, though, I don't think. I will tidy it up with some black, though, but maybe they're going to be glowy things. Green. Oh! What a succulent pair of buns you have, Chad. Very lucky. Verging on envious. Oh, there's going to be red. I think this latter bit here is going to be red as well for some reason. I'll just paint it black to begin with, just to be on the safe side. I don't want to have to come back and paint it back. That's going to be red later on anyway, but I'm just starting it up a little bit. Yeah, I mean, So, folks, like, you folks down with the burgers, talk to me about smash burgers. Tell me exactly what they're supposed to be, because to me it just sounds like marketing. I know we have brought them up on chat before, spoken about them before a couple of times. But I have actually even had them. I'm going to wait a couple of seconds for this to dry, and then we can flip it over and work it. Actually, no, we can do it. Ever tried GW Storm Shield varnish? No, I've not. I have seen it, but I've never tried it. Gabba. I think they're meant to be caramelized because you cook them hot and fast, hence it being thin. Like, wet palette is drying out. Absolutely terrible. With the power wafter going on behind me, it's wafting directly onto the wet palette and drying the paints out really quickly. Or evaporating the water really quickly, and then that's having an adverse effect on the paint. Oh, that's too much water. I'm going to Google smash burger, and I'm going to see what the people say. Look at the description. Because to me, it sounds like. Well, I'm going to see what it is. I'm going to see what it actually is, according to the Googles. I'm just going to type in what is a smash burger. Or, oh, actually, I can say, what the F is a smash burger on Reddit. I would love to hear this professionally explained. A smash burger is a fantastic form of burger. The smash burger is a thin patty because the meat has been pushed down into the hot griddle as it is flattened. What makes a smash burger superior is that this method creates many nooks that crisp up while letting steam pass through. Spelled THRU. Evidently a moron. The edges are usually smoothed out while with the heavy spatula all pressed to create these crisp, lacy edges. How it's made is by taking a ball of meat and putting it on a hot griddle and taking a heavy spatula to press or smash it down and smooth it out. Adding onions to the bottom so you smash the burger into the onions is a very common addition to the smash burger. So it's just a thin burger. I don't approve of it. What's up, Ninja? How's it going, dude? Yeah, we got... Twitch did us dirty. Twitch did us dirty, I'm afraid. I was planning on doing a stream anniversary, like... Because you can change the date of it. Either 2 weeks earlier or 2 weeks later. I was planning on doing it either next week or the following week. So... Either this Monday or the following Monday, I was going to do it. But they started it early. I forgot that they started the whether you want to or not. They start this anniversary a day early. So I missed out on my opportunity to change the date. And now we're stuck with today for this year. Next year, if I'm still streaming, we can change the date and have it on a better day. Trust Twitch, I know. Well, don't trust Twitch. That's the rule. Lurk away, chat. Kill them heretics. Ninja, how's your day going today, dude? I hope it's going well. A little bit more black to paint, and then we can slap some red. Well, I don't know if we're going to slap some red around. I think, yeah, we will slap some red around. I'd tell a porky pie. Absolute porky pie right there. Okay. This is 100% on you, Badger. Stop blaming Twitch. No. It's absolutely Twitch. They make the rules. All right, they make the rules. I just forgot to read them. I'm not taking responsibility for this one. Poor Twitch? No, not poor Twitch. Poor Badger. And I do need a snack, and a variety of snack needs to be a burger. Been a bit of a disaster. Started at 5:15. Oh my god. That there is the beginning. That is far too early in the day. Complete crud throughout the... Oh god. Bus is cancelled, meaning you had to collect mini ninjas, of course. While also trying to run the business solo, as Mrs. Ninja has gone to Scotland for the day. Holy moly. I've got to collect her from the station at 1:30. Oh my god. 19 to 20 hour day. Yeah, those days are the worst. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, Ninja. I hope that you can get a minute or two of solstice? Solace. Solace? That's the word I'm going to go with. A few minutes of solace. Nice cup of tea, and you can relax for a little bit. Yeah, that's a long day. Hopefully it means, like, have you got a relaxing weekend planned? Or have you got are the mini ninjas doing all of the things this weekend? I'm going to drink some tea. I'm absolutely parched. Oof. Sorry, I just had to send a message. I don't normally like sending messages when I'm streaming, but sometimes one has to. Solo, emote only chat. Oh my god. Alright, 2 minutes. Timer. No, that's 1 minute, you muppet. 2. T-Bugger, I made a pot about an hour ago. I'm at a show in Eastbourne on Saturday. So that will be a 5 AM start. Returning around 8 PM, so not much solace there. We got emote only chat as well for the moment. That is well, hopefully that'll be a fun day at least. You know, fun. It might be busy. I mean, Eastbourne, right? So, I don't know what the weather's like in Eastbourne at the weekend. Hopefully it's not horrific, but... Do you know what I'm thinking? What I'm thinking is... ice creams. I'm thinking ice creams, baby. At Eastbourne. I reckon like a Mr. Whippy. What do you reckon? Is that a terrible idea? Or is that probably the best idea ever? To me, that's a bloody amazing idea. It's going to be... How can I do the days on this thing? Hourly, monthly. Monthly seems a bit much. Oh, hold on. Saturday, it's going to be raining in Eastbourne, apparently. It's going to be 19 Celsius with a little bit of rain. How about that? That sounds pretty bloody good. Not too hot. You won't be sweating and turning yourself into a puddle, which is a good thing. We can get out of emote-only mode. We can get back to chit-chatting. I don't know if we're going to have like an emote-only mode like threshold per stream. I think we probably should in the future. Okay, so we've painted the bits black. We are going to paint other bits black. We've got to paint those bits black. Driving the coast road. I used to like driving that road in my Mini. That was a good time. Like I used to live in Brighton. Driving along there was very nice. When the Mini worked, of course. I mean, that was the biggest problem. Like, there was a large chunk of time when it didn't work, and it was actually broken down. Right. Okay, we can do some more weird highlights. And then we can potentially break out some red paint. Hey, the air compressor still... Air compressor, they're called? The cold air machine is still working. What a time to be alive. Air conditioner is the word. We've made a mistake already. And again, this paint is just too thick. Lurk away, Ninja. Get some food and get your tea. Get that delicious tea. Hopefully get some relaxation, indeed. So we're going to use Incubi Darkness, ladies and jelly spoons. Okay. It's supposed to be a bit of a chunky highlight, so I'm not too fussed about some of these being a bit too chunky. Ba, ba, ba. Right. I think it might need some more air conditioning juice. That's going to be red. Definitely going to go in there and tidy some of those up. They're a bit too rough. Okay, so let's get some of these bad boys done. Looking at that, there was a bit of it we didn't fix up. Can't quite see it, unfortunately, unless there's a tiny bit of gold on that black thigh pad, so I need to remedy that. Do it right now, in fact, before we forget. There we go. Are there any other bits I derped? Alrighty. So we need more Incubi Darkness, I think, at this rate. More black paint. Incubi Darkness. Get more of that on the table. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Do-do-do-do-do. Get the red on in a second. Start working the red on. Ba-da-ba-ba. I think for these ones, because we're going to be painting red, I want to get the red on first before we do edge highlights, potentially. Who knows? I don't know. We'll give it a go, though. So I think for the reds, we'll go with something as a base color, then paint the red over it. I don't want to use corn. Normally, I'd be quite happy using corn red. I don't think I can be bothered to today. Maybe I should use a brown for. There's Mornfang brown hanging out these days. Yeah, we're going to give this a go. I've not actually done this before, but like I think Mephiston red is quite a good color on its own, but I reckon a smidgen of this over as a base color first might be an interesting move. Basically, I want to get these already open. This paint is already dribbling without even needing to be scrozen. Good for me. Chunk of paint. Great. Definitely going to need to come back and tart some bits out. So it's not a massive amount of red going on this particular weapon. It's mostly the plasma and the melter. That is way too watery to even consider as a. I'm going to put that away, in fact, for the moment. There's not going to be red on the actual Chaplain itself. It's just the weaponry. Sooner we can get the weapons done, like at least edge highlighted to the first stage, then we can go and get the gloss varnish on. Get the Ultramarine sign there on as well. Gloss varnish again, then do all the pin washing. And then edge highlights. We do need to do a little bit of edge highlighting on this blue anyway before we gloss varnish, but we'll worry about that later. At the moment, we'll just do this. So yes, this weekend I think we'll be printing as much as we possibly can. I don't know if we're going to be painting. This keeps getting jammed up. It is 6:40. I don't know how long we're going to be streaming for today. It is. That paint almost went everywhere. Yeah, we'll see how long we go stream for today. I don't think it's going to be the full 4 hours. So we've got to get the website up and running. So I've got a few more pages to do, really. Just in a basic form, so it's just sort of working. And then we can worry about other stuff. Hey Ragnar, how's it going, dude? Thank you very much. Yeah, unfortunately I was planning on having the day on another day, but Twitch, I forgot that Twitch started the anniversary a day early for some weird reason. So and then once they start it, you can't change the date. This year at least. So next year I'll be able to have it on a better day. So I'm not really having it today as a proper day. We'll do some sort of thing on another day. But that day is probably not this day. How you doing? Happy Wednesday to you. Free party hats, of course. Always free party hats. How's your day going? I have unboxed my other printer finally. It's been sitting there for bloody ages. I thought I should finally get it done, so that's what I did today. I checked out the air conditioner because that was basically melted me last night. I know we got a tiny bit of brown on that metal, but whatever, it's fine. Another failed print. Oh god. What filament are you using out of interest? I just ordered some filament called Everyman or something like that. I couldn't quite some of the names of these materials are very odd. You're babysitting this print. I reckon this bit here can be read. I think it's just too hot in the filament. Oh god. See, I know a tiny bit about resin printing. Even then, I've still lots to learn, obviously. But going into the filament stuff, I have absolutely no idea about any of it. Which is my concern. Complete lack of knowledge. This is PLA. Okay. Yeah, I just ordered some PLA. Should be arriving tomorrow. I'll tell you the stuff I ordered, not that you've asked. However, I'm going to tell you anyway. It's once I figure out how to. 2 more rolls. Oh bloody hell! Exhausting, isn't it? Constant. This is the one I ordered because So I've obviously, as you know, I've got some scenery to print, right? And the one they suggested, they said, oh, you should look at this stuff right here. They said this one gave a better result than the bamboo matte PLA. So I thought, okay, well, I'll buy 4 rolls and hope for the best. I don't know how I'm just going to print though. I have no idea how far 4 rolls are going to go. It's only 4 kilos. A 50 by 50 printer? No, not a 50 by 50 printer. 25 by... It's the bamboos. The bamboos are firing. All bamboo ahead. Quite far. Quite far? How far is quite far? Mine is eating filament like crazy because there's so much. What? Okay, so hold on. Let me see if I can find this email, because maybe you can help make sense of it. Okay. It's like a block of PLA 15 by 10 by 25. So for this, I will download it very quickly, and then I'm not allowed to share these. I won't be sharing the files, obviously, but like I will read. So on this, he says 0.08 layer height. Fine. 5% infill with grid pattern. What infill are you using, and how much percent? Centimeters? What do you mean for you archaic people? We don't use inches. We're not that archaic. And there's a 5 mil outer brim with brim object gap of 0.1 millimeters. I have no idea what that means. You don't do brims, so is... I've got no idea what a brim is. Is it a lip around the I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Like, if this was the... Okay, so if you have a print, like, bed... Not this is the print bed. But all the supports come off like this thing. Would this be the brim, like a raised lip thing? An extra wide... Oh, okay. Okay. I know absolutely nothing about this printing I'm about to do this weekend. Slightly terrified for some weird reason. I don't want to cock it up. I am looking forward to it because I've got so much stuff to print. I'm actually concerned that now is not the time to... I think maybe winter is the time to print to keep this room warm. Although the brim is just an extra wide thing on the base. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Mainly... Okay, that makes sense. That makes total sense. Okay. Because I will be printing out some big bad boys. I don't know. I don't really know where to start, truth be told. Ooh, hello. So I've got these things. I'm going to probably start printing out the entire the entire city of you know, all of these buildings. Granny got rich. Like maybe something like this to begin with. We got all of these buildings to print. These are they got the lighthouse. They got the nice version and the ruined version. We've got the smokehouse. Fanny's smoked kipper house. Ruined and unruined. Okay, so that's all of these, and then we've got the this is part 1. So we've got the part 2 to do, which is a cathedral and the undervaults and the hell beneath that. The 15% infill as well, gyroid it seems. To be honest, you just use default. Are they in one piece? These are... If I click on this one. 8x8 bed size, working doors, removable roofs, detailed interiors. It's not, they aren't solid, no. They're just an amount. I don't... I've got a lot of gigabytes to download. Isn't that part 2 taking a while to come out? It's I have the files. I have the files. I own the files. Unfortunately, he has tried 3 times to upload things to my mini factory, and they failed each time for some reason. Yes, I love it when you do your part. Thank you so much for doing your part. I hashtag appreciate you for doing your part. Thank you so much. Happy Wednesday to you. I hope you're well. You know, so I do have the files, but they're just sent to me via Google at the moment. He is going to update them to my mini factory some point soon. If you PLA print those, you'll need support for the entire inside. Yeah, he's already done them support. Oh, no, hold on. He says, designed completely support free for FDM printing. So in my mind, I'm just slapping that bad boy on the plate and hitting the print button. Whether or not that's true, well, we'll find out this weekend. How about that? We're going to find out this weekend if I've made a catastrophic disaster. I suspect he is telling the truth rather than telling porcupines. I just really have to look at the files, and so I just downloaded the Mausoleum. I'm not going to show you my hard drive. Go away, foul beast. Hold on. Let me see if we can have a look at this. Give me a moment. All right. So if we go to I mean, this is in Chitubox, obviously. I do have the 3MF file, whatever the hell that is. I mean, that doesn't look like it's going to print at all like that. So I suspect. So I do. So there's a Mausoleum 01. There's the door and the roof as separate files. So these are the actual, you know, the STL files rather than the sort of pre-sliced or anything like that I have access to. Oh, hello, Betty. There we go. You're going to imagine you can build up, but sideways is problematic. I mean, that's how the STL file is, but the 3MF, that is bamboo thingamajiggle, right? Latheus? Ahoy hoy, how's it going? Happy Wednesday to you. I believe that .3MF is the bamboo one, and as I understand it, it is basically ready to go. So I guess this weekend we'll actually find out if I've understood correctly or incorrectly. Either is viable, frankly, in this day and age. Got a bunch of painting done yesterday. Just looking at the print stuff today. Hell yeah, likewise. Talk to us about the print stuff. Talk to us if you dare, because I know nothing. Might want to check how the objects are orientated. Yeah, I don't have the software, I don't have the bamboo slicing software yet on my computer, so that's going to be a... Oh, we haven't painted that gold yet. That's going to be a this weekend issue. I think. I will probably attempt, if I'm running into problems, Ragnar, I will attempt to poke in the most respectful manner possible. Whew. Hold on. Reverse generate 3D model. What's this and why would I want it? Wait, what's reverse generate? Oh! Okay. So if I remember correctly, that's not normally something I roll with, truth be told. How old is it? I'm gonna have to put this down while I think. It's hurting my brain. It's hurting my brain! Professor Spells, you missed a sight those buildings, Rom. That's just what you're looking for? What, to print them or to buy them? Those, I can show you. So those were Kickstarters. In fact, I have the commercial license to sell them. It would be remiss of me to say otherwise. But you can buy the files from my mini factory under the name of TerraBlocks. I will drop their name into Twitch in just a moment. They do have like a ruined version and like a ruined version of their buildings and like whole versions, so to speak. This is their first, well, technically their second Kickstarter. They've done a third Kickstarter, which I have supported, and I'm waiting to land in my mini factory, but not. I've already got the files, but I can't show you them like this, unfortunately. I'm looking to have Hogwarts Legacy models, and these are closest I've seen. I mean, I really like these ones. I think they're fantastic, which is why I backed them. I mean, it was not a cheap thing to back, especially at like a commercial level. But I really like this person's style of buildings. They're not sort of like ridiculously cartoony or anything like that. I do have some other ones which are, keep forgetting the name of the Fired World Studio. They do some good. They do have a really nice dock kind of thing going on with some really nice houses as well. Then these are, I mean, these aren't too cartoony. They're sort of verging on potentially, I mean, a bit, but I mean, it's miniature scenery. That how detailed can you go without getting too bananas? Those are not free. They're not free at all. Fluent Code, hello. How you doing today, dude? Happy Wednesday. I asked a bunch of other questions also, but I just left everything unmodified, which I'm assuming is a plan on... Hold on, Lathius. Hold on. We can get this organized. I mean, technically, I can print them for you, but they're not remotely free. We do have to charge money, I'm afraid. It's terrible. Less sweaty. I'm glad to hear that. About to go live, but I thought I'd give you a wave. Bluncode, I hope. I'm glad you're less sweaty. It's been that. I managed to get this bad boy up and running. Like yesterday. Do you see right there. Yesterday at the end of stream, like, ow, I just squashed my toe. Sorry, Twitch, I wasn't trying to be sexy with that. That actually hurt. I finished stream and looked at it. I looked at this. It said 30 Celsius, 30.5 Celsius. I looked at that and there was a code on it saying there's an error. So I hopefully managed to resolve the error. I don't know if it's going to come back, but I was melting myself. Yeah, I went outside yesterday after stream and it was sort of 12 degrees. It was like 18 Celsius. I'm not a wizard, but you got some experience by now. Ragnar, you got way more than I have, so I'm definitely going to be picking your brain. Sorry. GABA, basically, it was E8 error. So I think that's like a temperature sensor error. Like something was overheating. Weirdly. Surely cutting that hair must account for... No, well, I know, but like in the room, it was 30.5. It's apparently 36 point... It's actually quite cool in here. Mostly because I got this bad boy blowing... I can't finish that sentence. So Chitu box. When they reverse engineering, they sort of rebuild the file using their data. I'm not entirely sure I ever trust it. Like I don't feel comfortable using it, so it's not really something I come across or deal with. Latius, I'm afraid. Why? In what context has it appeared? Chitu is asking on first load. I think if excuse me, sorry. I think you're trying to load a sliced file. I think that's what it is you're trying to load. Maybe. Does that sound correct? Like, like a file that you've basically sent to Chitubox already, rather than a saved sort of supported file in Chitubox. I don't know if that makes sense at all. Automod, hold on, wait. Well, sex-based terms. What? Automod caught you? What did it say? Is it blank? Well, yes. Not in the manner one would... Anyway. I tried without it and just loaded a blank page. What's the end of the file called? Was it CTB? Okay, hold on. Let's see if we can do this live and on air. Yeah. So the CTB is the... Oh, bloody hell. It's going to give me major headaches. I'm going to load something up and see what it does. Damn it. The stupid names I give my... Yeah, so the CTB ones, I think, are the... I don't bloody know. What do we got here? We got... Those are CTB files. Let's have a look at these ones. I want to see what it says when I press the button. Yeah. Ah, okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. No, 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 no. It's all right. It's all right. We can absolutely wing this. Right. So, I say we can wing it. Hold on. Give me a second to really wing it. Window capture. Why is that not working? Son of a bee sting. It's not working. We're going to make it work. We'll make it work as a team. Good adults. Okay. Window capture. Right. Good. Okay. So this is saying sliced file detected. Excuse me. This is a sliced file. Whether to reverse generate a 3D model. So this is a sliced file that I call Just Friday Guns. That I would basically send to the printer to do. I honestly don't understand how to speak sometimes, and today is one of those days, I'm afraid. The other thing is asking about offsets and compensations. What is your printer again? You got a Sonic 8 thing. Now it's building the model. Is it absolutely butchering the stream? No, the stream is strong. In answer to your questions the other day, the test print looks like a little spiral castle with stairs in it. Oh, I think I know that one. I think I know that one. We are building the model. Hopefully it's not a disaster when it appears. In fact, I'll just keep it off that just for the moment. We'll go back to that in just a second. Because I do have another file on my computer that I will open up as well, which is an STL file. One gets sent to the printer, the other gets opened by the program. If it's sliced already, then that's a file that's ready for printing and won't be viewed. Yeah, exactly. That's basically what it has to take the slices and reverse. Take the slices and glue them together. I think that's basically what it is. And this is why I rarely use it, Latheus, honestly, because it confuses the hell out of me. It just does my head in sometimes, like, what the hell? And I don't trust the process of it gluing it back together, which is why I rarely do this. No, it's not. It's not clear at all. It's not clear at all, but we can work through it together as a team. We're at 89%. We're going to see how dodgy this looks, ladies and jelly spoons. Window share. Why are you Chitu box? Why are you misbehaving? Give me a second. Chad, the image on the virtual plate looks very well. It's going to look well dodgy because it's made up of pixels. That is why, I think. Window capture. Why is it not picking up sweet Chitu box? You utter rascal. Begone, foul beast. Window capture. Number 4. Why is Chitu box not even allowing me to show you the awesomeness of what we have here? This, ladies and jelly spoons, is very strange. Strange goings on. Window capture again. Chitu box. Okay, finally. Jesus. Jeezy. Crazy. Okay, I do apologize. We can... Just for everyone's, you know, what's it? We can have a look. So this is reverse engineered Saturnine guns that I printed out. It's taken the information and basically glued everything together, all of those layer lines, and as a result, like, you can see all the... is voxels the right word? I think voxels might be the real word. Oh, I always alt-tab Chitu. I always do that. So that... voxels works. I think voxels is the correct word. So that's the CTB file. Now, I do have the STL file. Please work. Oh, God. There it is. So I plonked these bad boys next to it, which is basically the same file, but unsliced. So this is the STL file. Did I mirror them? What's going on here? Oh no, I'm just a Muppet. What? Maybe I did mirror them. Can't remember what's going on at the best of times, but you can see the difference between, like, you really don't want to rebuild. Unless you have no other option, I suppose. Boethius. Voxels are cubes. Oh, okay. I mean, it looks. I've never gone ahead and rebuilt something and then resliced and printed it. But I mean, you can see the layer lines. It's literally rebuilding the layers. I wouldn't trust it. It might be suitable for a lot of things, but I wouldn't trust it for miniatures. Who did these parts? A very talented person. He goes by the name of Ebenezer Good. I will tell you later, Chad. All right. If that's all right. I guess the file they give you is just ready to go. Then yeah, absolutely. But that's assuming you have the resin they have sort of planned and all that kind of stuff. Like, it should be ready to go and worth the go. I don't know why they tell you. Are you sure that was the only file they gave you? They're different. Are there other files they give you as well, or is it only that thing? They're not free. No, that is not free. Sorry. I'm hoping to do a little painting tutorial based on this guy over the weekend. But I say a little painting tutorial. He is absolutely ginormous. The creator actually printed his. He said he printed his at 90%, and he said that's probably a lot better. But there you go. Cataphracti Castroferum Dreadnought for size. Aqua 8K is what I have, and what this print for. Okay. Well, I would just bung it in and see what happens. But without knowing the settings that they use to slice it, I mean, how good is it? Could be a contender. It really could be. It really could be. But he's got the double guns. He is definitely the gun show. See, the more I look at these, the more I think, ooh, Betty, accidental Ultramarines could really be a thing. If you know what I mean. Alright. Alright, let's get some more of this paint on, then we can level up and do some red paint. Burb. Gotcha. Now, we did drop the ball and forget to paint a tiny bit of this gold. So we will just paint over the brown with the gold. That will be all we need. I don't quite understand why this has a sighting post. But, alright. Like, it's got its... I think that's supposed to be an ocular, like, sighting thing. Right above it, which we've just painted gold for the moment. We are going to break out the red soon. I do see the time. It is actually later than I expected. Okay. Don't really think... Now, I have a sneaky suspicion I've already painted a red melter, multi-melter for this bad boy. Well, for the other Dreadnought we have. The first Dreadnought. So, I think we are going to stick... I don't know. I'm going to paint both options, plasma and melter. Just for the sake of it. Now, we do have one other final Dreadnought to paint for our second company. So that will take the second company to a grand total of 3 saucy Dreadnoughts. Castroferum variety. What Space Wolves character? I got Nigel, Logan, and Arjack. R. Yeah. So I think that means I got them all, right? I already have Dubry Firkins, Jeff, Ragnar from Donkey's years ago, when they released him a couple of years ago. Somewhere over there. I've been pondering this because I brought the image up earlier, Gabba, of... Let me see if I can... this. So I really like Mike's... Sorry if he's not Mike. Michael's Blood Angels. So they're using what did he call it? Bantax campaign, army colors. I'm wondering if there are Space Wolves, not necessarily yellow Space Wolves. I mean, I like painting yellow, hence the Imperial Fists. But I'm wondering maybe if like Badab war kind of action campaigns and stuff like that, we could do that. I really like these. I think they look awesome. So I'm just wondering if there's something like this we can do for the Space Wolves. I don't know what where they go with camo though. Tactical pointing is always a good thing. Otherwise, if I don't go Badab War, I think we're definitely going like Horus Heresy, like dark grey. I think, you know, that sort of. Hello? It's still keeping me cool. Yeah, I'm just pondering it because like every time I think I do really want to do the. Maybe I accidentally do Horus Heresy Space Wolves. That would be a way of getting around the Space Wolves painting them grey situation. Just start another army, Horus Heresy, problem solved. Or maybe just instead of do Ultramarines, Space Wolves, I could do Space Wolves, I suppose, instead of Ultramarines, but then I would feel, I don't know. Very stressful. How you're doing yours, Dark? You're doing yours like Horus Heresy grey, right? Rather than current Space Wolves. Is that right? Is that the plan? Woo. Okay, I'm gonna get some red paint on here. Fist and red. Let's go, baby. Let's see if I've made a catastrophic error of judgment or not. We're only going to paint this little bit red. And the things I've painted brown, basically, are going to go red. I'm hoping I've not made a catastrophic, disastrous... Hoping I've not... bodged up, but I might. There is a chance always of bodgification. Oh god, that's a lot of red. I've got red on me. Mechanicus standard grey. Are you not tempted to use Ishin grey? Genuinely just looking for... I'm sure I have... Where is my Mechanicus standard grey? Is that a primer? My brain is just going all over the place. Some dark recess shading along with reds and blacks. You're thinking whatever nowadays version of Codex Grey. Batman's Kitchen, welcome back. I am alright, thanks. How are you doing? Codex Grey. Look at the old conversion chart. I could have sworn I had this. I could have sworn I have this paint somewhere. I just don't know where it's gone. It's gone AWOL. Codex Grey is Dawnstone. According to this, Codex Grey is Dawnstone. Does that sound... Admittedly, this paint needs a damn good jiggle. That does seem rather light, though. So thin. It's too thin. I'm definitely going to have to ponder it. It's going to be a weekend of pondering. Not the Fang. Oh, there's Adeptus. Oh, Mechanicus standard grey. Right there. Yeah. I'm sure I have that paint knocking around. I need to get my sweet hands on it. I mean, it's this. I don't really. Yeah, this list is not really accurate. I mean, they're saying Scorpion green is moot green. Lich purple is not Xeris purple at all. I know it. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird how they. Couldn't they just have kept the same paints and just renamed it? Why did they have to change the recipes? It's bananas. I'm definitely gonna have to ponder some ideas though, because that time is coming soon. And honestly, I do like the way that Michael Kirkbride's painted his Blood Angels. I do kind of like the idea of the Badab War, and I do want to paint some Badab bad boys, some Badabbies. Etc. Okay, we're gonna slap some red on. Please work. Please work, red paint. Please work. Please work. Ooh. Okay, we have red paint. We are going to need a couple of paints though. Layers. I'm going to painting some more black on this later. So, alright if we make any little disasters, we'll be tidying them up later. It's not going to be a complete catastrophe. The mild catastrophe. I mean, maybe we need more red. That would... I don't know. I'm not entirely... I think I might have made a bit of an error here. I think maybe this bit also needs to be red. This panel... I think that would be too much red. Where is my Dreadnought? Then I can have a look, remind myself how much red I used on him. Wait, I'm assuming I took a picture of him. Where is he? Right, so we got some red bits. Not huge. Well, maybe... Yeah, there's not much red at all on him, actually. It's not as much as I had in mind. Maybe we can get away with that. Looks a bit bananas. We'll ponder it. We forgot to paint this thing. Got to paint that thing red. Sorry, brown, I suppose, is the real colour, is what I meant to say. Ragnar, not sure about the red either. I do want to add it. I just think I might have... made a bit of a mistake. I want to add a little bit of red on the weapon gun arms. I think it's good. I just think combined with the blue, which I need one shoulder pad needs to be blue for the chaplain. I think. Well, that's what we've done anyway. I mean, I suppose it's technically not too late to remedy that, but you mean like Martian Iron Earth? Do you mean one of these two? I think iron crust is the big cracks and earth is the finer cracks. Might be better once you shade the hell out of it. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to attempt to trust in the process, which is stressful. Like once the shading goes on, and you know, once the shading goes on, things can turn around. Sometimes. Sometimes it's just, oh, you plonker, why did you do that? That was an utter disaster. Just given up. But as I said earlier, we are going to go around and tart everything up with some black paint later. Let's get a little bit of red on this bad boy. This might be even worse. This might be... Oh my god. We might have made a complete disaster. Pig zero this one. Phil. Worst case scenario, I can just print out another gun. Print out another arm and repaint it. It's not going to be an absolute disaster. Just a slight disaster. Ooh. Ooh, wait a sec. Maybe this needs to go... Oh god, we need to paint on camera first. We need to paint along this bar here and all of this. Ah! Keep dropping it, Bonker. I'm gonna leave that to dry. There. Lathius. Okay, before I fire this off, I have a wash machine. Do I need to sort that before printing? No. It won't matter for a test print. The washing machine. You don't need to sort of worry about. That just runs. You just set that for an amount of time, and then make that noise into the microphone. Once you've made the noise into the microphone, it's all okay. You need to go back over that with bronze later. So yeah, like for example, this one right. This is the two, like the washing bit is downstairs. This is the curing one. The only thing I can't, if you got the wash and cure machine all in one, if you do that, the only thing you have to really be kind of keep your eye on is make sure that when you wash it, it's in wash mode rather than curing mode. If it's got like a basket and a plastic, like a plastic tub to fill up with IPA, and then it's got like a turning disc, which you have to sort of swap in and out or something like that. It's a 2-in-1. Yeah. So that's the only thing that you really need to kind of concentrate on. And I don't really know if these machines can tell automatically what's going on. So double check that if you're cleaning it, it's in cleaning mode. I don't know if, for example, I don't know if it'll cure. Because you don't want it curing the IPA with skanky resin in there floating around, if that makes sense. It's not a major thing to stress about. It's just, you know, it might not even be an issue at all. I might be just hallucinating and imagining problems into existence. Might not even be there. Now we are going to tidy up this bit with some bronze from Sweet Pro Acryl. Yeah, I mean you shouldn't have any issues. I mean, it's relatively straightforward. Once you've dialed the numbers in, it's all relatively okay. It's relatively. Not entirely sure if I'm painting tomorrow. Not streaming, obviously. You set the plates and everything? Hell yeah. Gonna be fine. Gonna be fine. It just goes all a bit weird when, like, as soon as you start looking at other resins that you've not used before and starting to dial the times in and stuff for that, can get a bit It's not usually a massive, you know, strain or anything. It's just a few hours of failed prints and going, oh bugger. Okay, well, change that time a little bit, shift it up and down a little bit. And a bit of wasted resin. And many cups of tea. I mean, that's what I look at it as a tea drinking opportunity, rather than anything else. Bugger. Well, we are breaking the bronze paint out anyway. Well, I've actually noticed there's a little bit of raised. Let's paint on camera, shall we? Bloody hell. This is a little bit of raised texture which is holding the scope, the ocular device. So we need to paint that black. I'm not entirely sure this was the best. We'll stick with the process and hope it works. Alright. A little bit more red. And then I'll read chat because I saw it move. Whether or not was it the bot or otherwise. Okay, we can. So if you print something, don't cure it. Well, I mean, I'm going to show you something. Sorry, I was just waiting for that to dry. Okay. So, for example, I have not cured these. These are test prints for calibrating the resin. Right? These are not cured. Very naughty of me, but I don't usually I don't bother to cure these because frankly, I can't be asked. The issue is if you, depending on how long you leave it for, I don't have a straight. I don't have my 90-degree corner thing that I would like. But like you can see that this is not. This was once flush. This was flat at one point. I mean that's verging on Banana Man right there. Look at that. Like I'm trying to keep one edge flat. So you don't want to leave. You don't. This has been a good few months, admittedly, since I've printed them out. I would cure them. I mean, I wouldn't bother curing these. There's no point. But if you got something like this knocking around, you want to cure this. Ultras, yes, ultra lads. Yeah, they will warp eventually. I don't know how long it takes for them to start warping, but if you've got miniatures you've printed out or whatever it is you got printed out, I would generally I wouldn't stress about it. It's not going to happen within a day, but I would be wanting to cure them as soon as, you know, as soon as is reasonable. Yeah. I mean, for example, I've printed stuff out and left the printer over the week, left it on the print plate over the weekend. Because frankly, I ran out of time or whatever, and think it's been fine. I haven't been remotely concerned about things changing. But it is just something I wouldn't leave it. I wouldn't feel comfortable leaving it for a week. Now, whether or not that's my brain or based on something in reality, yeah, that's all right. But it is also resin, so I mean it's not. You can take the dreaded hairdryer or hot water to it once it's cured and sort of massage it back into position. I've not actually done that. I've not taken a hot air dryer to it before it's cured. That would probably work as well. I've got no idea though. I've not tried it. Yeah, if you're going to be handling them, absolutely wash them. Absolutely wash them, because you don't want, like, I mean, it's really best to probably cure them as well. But those have been out and chilling for 6-7 months now. Yeah, just dry them off. At the very least, I mean, I just sit them on some blue paper towel things. You know, the ones I know we've talked about them before. I've forgotten what they're called though. That you see in garages. These sorts of for mopping up spillages. I just sit them on that for a bit until they're dry. Even once they're dry though, I still handle the uncured ones with nitrile gloves on. Just because, frankly, it still smells of like resin. So yeah, once it's cured though, it'll smell less of resin though, which is happy time. I'll do a little bit more red. Well, it's not the smoothest of red. This is supposed to be a larger brush, but it's definitely not. I'm going to pretend I didn't see myself do that. We're going to need a few coats of red and a bigger boat. Yeah, I think I took the executive decision not to sort of stretch this red out onto here as well. Because then it would be red. I mean, I suppose we could do this back block of red. That could be a red as well. I think at the time, though, I took the executive decision to do it not do it. We might have to come back and ponder that a little bit more as time progresses. I have got my eyes keenly on the time. It is very toast. It's not hot, but it's, I do sense that it's getting, I don't know, it's actually stayed the same temperature all stream, give or take a few bits. Bits of temperature. Couple of bits to tidy up here and there. Yeah, maybe we'll come back to that. I think that's a good amount of red on that particular. Still not 100% sold on this, but we'll worry about that later. A little bit more red on this sensor thing. Right. Bearing in mind we need to highlight on top of that. Feel like it's part of the red? Well, that's the general plan. It might not be exact. It might not be exact, but it is the general plan. I would like to do a little bit more painting of this guy. Probably tomorrow. At some point. I don't really know. Probably going to be a bit of off camera. It really depends on the cursed temperature. I think it's supposed to be okay. Temperature wise. Have a look. It's like the old Space Marine, Ultramarine Dreadnought was, you know, obviously blue. He had the red carapace. He had the barrels were red, which we didn't do on our one. This is someone else's rendition of it, so it's going to be slightly different. Red gun barrels. Yeah, we did some sort of dark red bolter stuff there. So yeah, that is that. I do wonder. I wonder. What? The devil. I'm absolutely cream crackered. Absolutely cream crackered. So, folks, we do have a thing. Raid command right there. I'm absolutely knackered. So, we're just going to end the stream. It is basically 4 minutes to 8, which is absolutely fine. I would like to say thank you very much for hanging out with me today, folks. You've all been absolutely lovely. Thank you very much for the follows. Thank you very much for the resubs. I am back on Monday. I will be in Discord potentially, as much as I can over the next few days. Anyway, hopefully I will see you then. Look after yourselves. Look after each other. And I will catch you later, Alligator. Gabba, I need to ponder this Badab War action. See if there's any interesting Space Wolf camouflage stuff. Let's go and raid Jangles. I think they're playing Resident Evil and enjoying it. Get this raid underway. YouTube, thank you so much for hanging out today as well. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. And I will see you on Monday. Toodly pip, you saucy rascals. Goodbye.